Hello my friends, and welcome back to the rabbit hole, and welcome to my 2024 K-Beauty retailer comparison. I feel like the title's pretty self-explanatory. We are indeed going to be talking about the major retailers where you can buy K-Beauty products as well as J-Beauty, C-Beauty, etc. And this will be my third year in a row of making this type of video, so I'm hoping to both kind of give a bit of an introduction to these retailers in case you've maybe never shopped K-Beauty before at all. But I also want to give some updates in this video in terms of how point systems work, shipping, etc. for those of you that are more familiar with these retailers. And as always, there are timestamps and links in the description box below if you're just clicking on this video to find out about one of these retailers. Check the description box. You can jump right to Stylevana, Yesstyle, or Stylekorean. And on that note, I do want to say I am once again keeping this a little bit of a smaller video. I'm going to be talking about the three retailers that I know the best. I know there are other options. If you are a fan of another retailer, you can always feel free to share your thoughts on how your experience has gone with those retailers. It's just most helpful, I feel, for me to talk about what I know and love and have been shopping on for years. Do you know, my very first ever Yesstyle order was in 2017, and it included the COSRX Snail Mucin Essence. That was 7 years ago. We don't have time for existential dread in today's video, so that's all I'm gonna say about that. Just a few more notes before we get into this video. I'm going to be doing more walkthroughs in this video. I really want to show you how things on the websites work. We are also going to be talking about prices, shipping times, what to expect when you place an order. I do want to let you know that this year we're going to spend a little less time talking about shipping because we dedicated so much of the 2023 K-Beauty retailer comparison to that topic. I had so many wonderful subscribers and followers on Instagram go into their email, look up their own order dates and when their orders arrived, and we pooled all that data together. To this day, I am still so thankful to all of you that did that. I know it took time. So if you do want to know about that, I'll make sure to link that video below as well, and I'll also link some hauls to all three of these retailers, hauls that I have done with my own money. I think that's enough of an intro. Are you ready to get into this video? We should start with Stylevana. I remember when Stylevana was a tiny little website, and they are so popular now. And the reason is simply because Stylevana has the best prices, but Stylevana has the slowest shipping. And that's the biggest potential drawback with Stylevana. For those of us that know how the website works, it becomes nothing. But even for me, the first time I placed a Stylevana order, it was shocking how slow the shipping was. So I really think this is why, I've seen people ask in my own comment section, is Stylevana a scam? I've heard horror stories from people. No, but they are basically as far opposite from the Amazon experience as you can get. Now, I think that it helps if I try to explain what I think is going on, and in the simplest concept that I can give you, I really just think Stylevana has the lowest prices because they probably have the fewest employees. Think about this, the more employees you have, the faster the team can work to get packages shipped, the faster the team can reply to customer service emails. But you gotta pay all those employees, so if you have a smaller team, you can cut the prices instead. There's so much give or take in life, pros and cons in everything. So let's talk about what you need to know before you place a Stylevana order. You will notice that on every product page, it tells you an estimate of the shipping time. I want you to know that if you see ships in 24 hours, expect that to arrive somewhere between 2 and 4 weeks from the time you place your order. This is my one critique, my one thing that I wish Stylevana would change. They do not ship out in 24 hours. That shipping seems to mean from the time that your order processes, the time your money is sent to them, from there 24 hours. But it takes time to get that money processed, and then it takes time to package, and then it takes time to travel to you. I just feel that if instead of saying ships in 24 hours, if it said arrives in 2 to 4 weeks, I feel like there would be so much less misunderstanding around Stylevana. If you see something like ships in 30 working days, imagine I just said 2 to 4 weeks on 24 hours. Tack on a lot of additional time. I really think that it is these items that have frustrated people the most. You know, I'm a big Stylevana fan, but let me tell you honestly, when I see ships in 30 working days, I do not order. I am fine with 2 to 4 weeks, but when we start getting into waiting 2 to 3 months on an order, that's too much for me. My second tip for you is to pay attention to the minimum shipping for your country. Now in the United States, it's $49, so I personally get my cart to about that point, or whatever discount code I use. I get my cart to that point, and then I stop and place my order. If I want more items, I'm gonna make a new order. Here's why. Your Stylevana order ships out when every item in your entire order is in stock. Even if you stick to all 24-hour shipping items, what happens if one of those items goes out of stock? This can happen because, again, that processing speed of your payment has to process. And if in the time that passes between your payment processing and that item going out of stock, your order is going to get held up. So you see why my strategy is a smaller order, because it's just a lower likelihood of one of those items being out of stock. Third tip, you are building your cart, you want to get the best discount, make sure you check the secret member sale. I will show you exactly where this is on the website. This is for anybody who is signed up with Stylevana. You will see great deals in here. Stylevana not only has low prices to start with, but they also run really good sales. Anytime you see an item that is labeled as a deal, you have found the best deal on that. Stylevana also offers generous discount codes on top of their already low prices. You may have seen influencer codes. I have one. Those are great for getting a flat discount. It doesn't always work on every item in your cart. I truly have not figured out why some items work and others don't, but this might be the same as in the US, where some brands exclude themselves, Chanel excluding themselves on every sale. But that is a great option for getting a discount on, it feels like, most items. I would also recommend you save all of the influencer codes you come across, because something strange with Stylevana is that it seems you can use a code once, I think, per year. I have no idea why it's set up that way. I noticed it specifically because of their email code, the NS half deals. I wasn't able to use that. I had to check out as a guest for a year, and then suddenly I was able to use it again, and now I can't use it again. But another option you should know about, especially if you love a good gift with purchase, is follow them on Instagram. They post a ton of codes there where it's not quite as good of a discount as the influencer codes, but you can get multiple free full-size products. Anywhere between 1 and 3, depending on the code. So I recommend just kind of follow that and have a cart going. Place your order when you see the gift with purchase that most speaks to you. As one of my best updates for 2024, when you place an order on Stylevana, please check the cashback companies before you place your order. I'm looking at top cashback right now, and it is currently 8% for existing members, 10% cashback for new members. If you're new to Top Cashback, you get $10 if you sign up through a referral link. I will link mine in the description box below as well. Top Cashback is a really good option. A few final notes on placing your first order. I'm gonna say I highly recommend you pay with PayPal. If anything goes wrong with any order you ever place and you paid with PayPal, you know you're going to get a refund through PayPal. Frankly, I really don't know how we lost PayPal over the years. I remember when it was huge in the 2010s, and I guess people have gone back to using credit cards recently. Use PayPal whenever you can. It is way easier to dispute if anything goes wrong. This is my next 2024 update. I have been shocked by how fast Stylevana is shipping lately. some of you have had better luck with Stylevana than I have. My last order took, I believe, 25 days. We'll get there in a moment. But some of you have told me you've had your orders in 12 days, so I do think they've sped up the shipping. I do think there are less issues, less of those 3-month orders happening now. But is it a possibility? Yes, and I do want you to be aware of it, especially with that 30 working days situation, the slow customer service responses. After your order is placed, here's what you can expect. Eventually, you will get an email that says your order is packed and ready to go. That is when you know that your order is about to ship. It can still be a few more days until you get that actual shipping confirmation email. And then you will get one of those emails telling you your order has shipped. It will have a tracking number as a heads up. My tracking number often doesn't work. I still get my order, but for whatever reason, my tracking number very rarely works. For me, as somebody living in Florida in the United States, it takes about 2 weeks from the time I get that shipped email to actually receive my order, and then I receive the most Tetris approved package in the world. Some of you know. I think that to be hired on the Stylevana team, I think the interview is just a game of Tetris. If you score high on it, you're hired. How do they fit? How do they fit your entire order into this tiny little box? Every time it blows my mind. Stylevana uses USPS for those of us in the United States. I can certainly tell you that because that's how every order I've ever placed has come. I have never paid for customs, but that's not a big surprise because Americans don't really pay for customs unless you are making a gigantic order. This could be apparently a very big selling point for why Stylevana is so popular. Even with the slow shipping, if you have to pay, some of y'all have told me, a lot for customs. If you have to pay that shopping the other retailers, that alone makes Stylevana very, very appealing. A few more things. So Stylevana does have a rewards program. When you get to the top tier, you get an additional 8.5% off your entire order. I think that's it. I think that's what the points do, because beyond telling you that, I don't have a lot to add about the point system. I do want to show you just a quick little haul to give you a comparison. I placed 3 roughly $50 orders at all of these retailers so I could compare them. So here's Stylevana. Before coupons, this order cost $58.43. After coupons, $52.37. By the way, I pay for the insured shipping. You probably don't have to. I just do because by the time I'm at checkout, I'm going, I can't believe how much money I'm saving. Yeah, you can have $3 for the insurance. And you can see what a fun order this was. I got J-Beauty, I got K-Beauty, I got hair care, I got lots of my favorites. I got 3 full-size free gifts with purchase through one of those Instagram codes. While I paid $52.37, the value compared to prices on Amazon was $206.86. It's actually over that because I didn't include everything in that order. I placed my order on December 19th and I received it on January 13th, so it took a total of 25 days. And again, this is where you see the difference between Amazon and Stylevana. On Amazon, this would have been over $207. On Stylevana, it was $52, but it was 25 days instead of overnight Prime delivery. Let's move on to what feels to me like the most underrated retailer for Americans. And that is Stylekorean, and my 2024 updates for Stylekorean are very exciting. I've been a fan of Stylekorean for quite some time because they have the fastest shipping. My slowest order ever on Stylekorean took 7 days. The slowest. The fastest, 3 days. Sephora and Ulta cannot get my orders to me as fast as Stylekorean. It's truly amazing. What you should know about Stylekorean is that they are located in Korea and they have a much smaller selection. You cannot go to Stylekorean and buy J-Beauty. They don't carry all of the brands, and depending on what you're shopping at a specific time, the prices can be a little higher. That said, Stylekorean does offer some very good deals. I highly recommend you get on their email list and see what is currently on sale. Because sometimes you can get the best prices through Stylekorean and the fastest shipping. The most exciting update for 2024 is that Stylekorean has lowered their free shipping threshold. This used to be what held me back from making more Stylekorean orders. It used to be $80. It is now $60, and sometimes they run promos for free shipping at $50. I don't know what the difference is between $60 and $80. I mean, I do. It's $20. But somehow it feels like it makes a huge difference. I used to build so many Stylekorean carts and get to, $65 and just not need anything else, so I would abandon my cart. Now that it's $60, I am placing so many more Stylekorean orders. Another detail of what I love about Stylekorean is they sell Korean snacks. And let me tell you, if you have never tried Korean snacks, oh, how you are missing out. I now place orders for kbeauty, for Korean skincare, and I get snacks with it. Do you understand how wonderful life is in the moments where I receive those orders? I'm a simple person, that's all I need. So my Stylekorean orders are always so much fun, and I always find some kind of amazing deal going on. They've run a lot of promos for $1 items. So yes, sometimes they have the best prices. Now what you do need to know is the way they ship is always DHL. This again is not an issue for me as an American. There's no customs on my $65 order. But from what I understand, if you are in Canada, you will pay customs on, I've been told, every Stylekorean order. Which is why I conclude this might be the best option for those of you that 25 days shipping sounds like way too much. If you can handle under a week, 3 to 5 days on average, I'm not kidding. Stylekorean. If you are an Amazon shopper in particular, oh how I urge you to give Stylekorean a try. And add some snacks, you won't regret it. And before I move on from this section, Stylekorean does also have a point system, but it's a lot harder to explain compared to Yesstyle's. Yesstyle's is going to be the easiest to explain. With Stylekorean, your level, your rouge, your diamond status changes every 3 months, which sometimes I don't make orders for 3 months. So with Stylekorean, sometimes I'm a higher level and sometimes I'm all the way at the bottom. There are coupons that you can earn at the higher levels. To be honest, it's not really that big of a deal. Whatever current coupon they are running is usually the best. So I wouldn't worry too much about the levels with Stylekorean. Who wants to worry about your rouge status 4 times a year, But I would say writing reviews can be beneficial. They do have an incentivized review program where you earn between 0.5 and 0.7% of your spending back. I very rarely write reviews on Stylekorean, but before this video, I thought I should do this. I should make sure that I can share everything about the points program with you all. So I went through and I was reviewing, just typing out reviews, no pictures. And I reviewed probably 10 to 12-ish products that I bought in the past. I then went to my cart. One nice thing is you immediately get your points through Stylekorean. So I went to my cart to apply the points that I just earned, and it was 24 cents. But I also bought their Valentine's set. It's gone now, but I bought it when it was available. That was $30, and I went to that one. I wrote a review, I attached a picture, and because I was the first review, I got double the points. I don't know how they did this math. All I know is that when I went back to my cart to see how many points I had earned, I now had $3.94 in points. So for me, I'm probably not going to write any more reviews where I paid $1 for an item. It's maybe not worth it, but if I spent a little bit more on something, I'm going to come back and write a review going forward. Let's do one of those sample hauls from Stylekorean. This was a really fun order. So, I have to tell you, Ara yelled at me for not ironing the bag. They sent all the hair products in a bag, and yeah, the bag was, it looked like that when it arrived. So I was arguing to her. I said, no, the viewers have to know that the bag came needing to be ironed. She's probably right. But I got sidetracked. I was eating the chocolate. You know how it goes? This order was $64.40 before I used points and a coupon. I got a lot of points because they were running promos where if you got this free product and then you wrote a review with the picture, you got a ton of points. That brought this order down almost $20. So $45.18 out of pocket. The math on this is this cost at retail $195.18, and I placed my order January 8th and received it January 13th. 5 days to ship, and I saved 77% off retail. Stylekorean is very underrated for Americans. So that brings us to my third and final retailer for today's video, Yesstyle. Yesstyle is the first K-beauty retailer that I ever shopped with, and to this day, I will say I still love them dearly because they have the best selection. I'm pretty sure Yesstyle has everything but groceries at this point. They have J-beauty, they have K-beauty, they have C-beauty, they have clothes, they have accessories. They've even added American brands. I think I saw YSL on Yesstyle recently. Everything. And while Yesstyle often looks like they have higher prices, one nice thing about them is that it is possible to get some pretty good deals. I really like Yesstyle's rewards program. I think that it is a great rewards program, although it has gone down just a little bit for 2024. I will share the updates. It's my only sad updates. I had good updates with Stylevana and Stylekorean. With Yesstyle, let's talk about the basics here. So on Yesstyle's homepage, they will have whatever their current deals are. And again, sometimes they have really great deals on exactly what you were looking for. There's always a coupon going on. It will be at the top of the page. The only problem is you have to spend a lot in order to get that extra 15% off. It's one of those tiered coupons. However, if you pay attention to your emails as well as to their Instagram account, sometimes they do 15% off, no minimum. This is my favorite time to buy. I personally like to place orders that are a minimum of $109 because that's where you get free express shipping. We get free standard shipping at $50 in the US. This is a little bit slower, but you do get better communication with Yesstyle. For example, if they say something ships in 24 hours, it actually ships in 24 hours. But like with Stylevana, you're going to want to pay attention because some items take 20 to 30 working days to ship, and you are going to wait a while on those. If you ever do want to place an order of those items that are 21 days, I highly recommend that you do place an order with the express shipping because you're going to wait a long time to get that shipping confirmation, but not a lot of time to receive your order after that. Always make sure to stack a rewards code on top of your coupon code. I love the way Yesstyle does the math here because they actually add the two percentages off together. So if you have 15% off and you're a new customer, you get 5% off with that rewards code. You now get an additional 20% off. And Yesstyle's rewards program is amazing. You get 50 cents back for every review that you do. That includes a picture. It will take a couple of days to process those points, but 50 cents back on everything. Yesstyle also has an amazing influencer program. You can sign up with your Instagram, with your YouTube channel, and that's how you can get your own affiliate rewards code as well as get a free product every month. I will link that in the description box below as well. I definitely recommend it. Are you ready for the sad updates? In the past, if you were the highest tier on Yesstyle, you received 10x points on every order. I feel like not enough people appreciated just how good this was. This was like Ulta's 10x points all the time. But you did have to spend a lot to get to that point. Now it is 5x. Yesstyle is also on top cashback. However, it's not as much. It is 1% back for existing customers and 2% back for new customers. All that said, top cashback is great. When they send out their $2.50 bonus, that is when I am absolutely going to remember to click through for my 1% plus $2.50. And we already discussed that in the Stylevana section. Again, I will have my referral link below, 1% plus $10. As far as how Yesstyle ships, if you keep your order under the minimum for free regular shipping, that always comes USPS for me. You might want to not hit express shipping if you are in one of those countries where you pay customs, because Yesstyle uses a variety of shipping services. Sometimes my express orders come DHL and sometimes they come FedEx. But from what I understand, again, if you are in a country where you pay customs, those are the services that charge you customs. As always, I'm an American. We don't pay customs unless we spend, I believe it's $800. Let's do my example haul with Yesstyle, and I want to make sure to talk about the rewards here as well. So this order was $66.72 before points and coupons. I spent $50.37. And you see the wide selection here. We got a hat in this order, C Beauty, J Beauty, and K Beauty. But people always forget about the rewards points. So let me tell you, this was $50. That gets you back $2.50 in points. Write your reviews, attach a picture. That's 8 items there. You can't review your sponsored product. That's 8 items, so $4 in points, meaning $50 out of pocket, but I get back $6.50 to use on a future order. And I did haul that. Some of you may recognize that. I did a haul of 2 orders in one. That was a good haul. I still cannot get over how good the C Beauty products were. They were good. And my friends, that's it for the 2024 updates to our K-Beauty retailers. As always, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I hope this video was helpful, either if you are new to these companies or if you are a returning customer. I hope it was a helpful video. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.